The Sanguis Extremis is down. Squad boss, push forward and recover the Princeps. There are none alive inside, my captain. Throne, what type of pyrophone could even do this to a warlord titan? Fall back, brother. We're about to face the true enemy. Moving. For Morloc and the Emperor!
This is Warzone Morloc.
Welcome back to Warzone Morloc 40k, the biggest Warhammer 40,000 channel you've never heard of. And I'd like to welcome back at this time...
Hello!
Hive Fleet Vienetta Dave in the Warzone. Welcome back.
Warzone Morloc.
Warzone Morloc.
Tough to throw it this wrong way around.
Warzone Morloc. We are playing today an open war game of Warhammer 40,000, surprisingly. Well, Black Templars in the form of purple Templars today.
Purple Templars.
Against brand new rules from Warzone Octarius.
Yep.
Tyranids.
Yep. Hive Fleet Vienetta.
They're back in the house. Now, what's new in the book that you're going to be rocking today?
There's synaptic links. I mean, this is my first time with the book, so I'm just going to give it a bash and let's see what happens. There's synaptic links, which sound pretty cool. There's some new warlord traits.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, and there's some relics as well. So we're going to try out as much stuff as we can and the stratagems and just give it all a go. And yeah, it's moved on quite a lot. It's moved the codex on, so you know, let's see.
We shall see. But I've got 3 dreadnoughts in my list, and you've got 3 Exocrines and a Flying Hive Tyrant. And if you want to pick up Flying Hive Tyrants, Tyranids, and Dreadnoughts, what store can you pick them up from, Vienetta Dave?
I think you can pick them up from Triple Helix Wargames.
Triple Helix Wargames?
Triple Helix Wargames.
So good, we named it 3 times. Check out Triple Helix Wargames for all your discounted Warhammer 40,000 and other wargaming needs. And a special mention to Charles in the Colonies.
Hi, Charles.
Prepare your for what is going to be a joke. Those of you new to the Warzone, Dave tells a joke that will break your soul.
So, it's a question that the likes of Abaddon have been asking for a long time, and I've got the answer to it. So the question is, how does the Emperor end?
I don't know.
With an R. Yes!
Charles in the Colonies, you're
Enjoy.
welcome. Everyone else, really sorry about that. We're playing open war today because we don't like to mess around. We're going to be playing the mission because we liked it so much before. Incisive attack. So 3 objectives on the board, each worth 1 victory point at the end of the battle round. 1 is randomly determined to be worth 2 victory points.
Made it at Warhammer World.
Yeah, we went to Warhammer World.
It was a really close game. It came down to 1 point in the end, so hopefully we'll have something similar because we all want close games, don't we?
We do. This is it, 2,000 points. Void Stalkers stroke Black Templar Space Marines versus Hive Fleet Vienetta.
Bring it on.
Here we go, 2,000 points of Void Stalkers stroke Black Templars Space Marines live in the Warzone. We're going in with the HQ option. The Warlord is going to be the Primaris Chaplain on bike. He is the Warlord today. His trait is going to be Wise Orator, allowing him to cast 2 powers or 2 litanies a turn. He knows the Litany of Hate, Divine Protection, and Fires of Devotion. The second HQ is going to be the Emperor's Champion, rocking his fresh gold armour there. And the third is going to be the Tech Marine, who's going to be escorting some of his big old friends. The newest additions are going to be the 3 Dreadnoughts, all matching Redemptors, hoping to take advantage of the Vow, giving them the 5+ invulnerable save, with the Tech Marine hopefully following up behind them or around them to keep them alive a little bit longer. 2 5-man squads of Intercessor Space Marines, they're standard. and one squad of Crusader Space Marines there in the middle. I've got the Pyre Blaster, 4 Neophytes, and a Sword Brother in the middle. On the elite section I have Blade Guard Veterans, and the leader there, Sagan, is Champion of the Feast, who is beefed up to the max. I'm going to give him the Sword of Judgment as an extra relic. In the back there I've got an Impulsor to carry them in. I don't know if I paid for the points for these stubber or not. There's no shield dome, it's just for coolness. And on this side, bringing up the final unit of the day is going to be the Repulsor Executioner with the Laser Destroyer and all the bells and whistles. We're taking the Vow that keeps them on a 5+ invuln save. Vow, uphold the honour of the Emperor, and obviously the pre-game spend of Champion of the Feast, plus the Revered Repositories, leaves me starting on 10 command points.
So this is 2,000 points of Hive Fleet Vienetta.
Yay!
And in line with the new Warzone Octarius Rising Tide book, they are rocking Hive Fleet Leviathan.
Nice.
Because I don't think that we have a choice at the moment. But anyway, let's start with the Tyranid Prime down in the front. So here's my Warlord. So I have given him 2 Warlord traits. So I paid a CP for an extra Warlord trait. So I've given him from the book Swarm Leader, which is a Chapter Master style reroll all hit rolls to anything within 9 inches. And I've also given him Strategic Adaptation, which is where he will be able to pick up to 2 units and I can redeploy them before the battle begins. So I've also given him this new Synaptic Link, Unchecked Ferocity, and the Relic Adaptive Neural Lobe. So that means I get to command point back on a 5+ every time you spend one. So he's obviously loaded out with Bone Swords and the Death Splitter. Next to him is another HQ unit. So this is a Broodlord. He's obviously going to be buffing up all those Gene Stealers behind him, 20 Gene Stealers, but I've given the Broodlord also a new Synaptic Link, which is Mastery of the Shadows, and that basically means he can pick a unit and they will be always treated as in cover, which is going to be interesting to see how that works out. I've also paid a CP to give him a relic, which is the Resonance Barb, which allows him to cast 2 psychic powers and add 1 to his psychic power rolls, and the psychic power I've given him is Psychic Scream, so he'll have Psychic Scream and Smite that he can cast every turn. The last HQ unit is the Hive Flyrant at the back, with his Heavy Venom Cannon. I've also paid an extra couple of CP to choose another relic, which is from the new book, which is Biomorphic Carapace, and that means wound rolls on him are -1, which should make him even more difficult to kill. And he's got psychic powers, Onslaught and Paroxysm. What we've got right down the front is 26 Devourer Totin Termagants, so they're Devil Gaunts. Some of them have got Flesh Borers, a bit proxy.
That's alright.
That'll,
Yeah,
who cares? We've got Tyranid Warriors, 9 there again. There's 1 Heavy Venom Cannon in there, or sorry, Venom Cannon. A mixture of Bone Swords and Scything Talons. Everyone else is armed with Death Spitters.
Sweet.
5 Hive Guard in the middle, 3 Shock Cannons and 2 Impaler Cannons.
Nice.
And just to the side of them is some Exocrines, 3 Exocrines. 3 lots of lipstick to
3 very
get your chops around.
Dave, welcome back to the Warzone. We have deployed as per the mission briefing. Check this out. A brutal set of deployments, because it means we're right in each other's grills pretty early on. Dave, do you want to talk about how you've deployed first? First of all, show us where the objectives are.
So we've got number 1
Yeah.
up on that tower, number 2 bang in the middle, and number 3 on that tower.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've done it evenly rather than
it's
strict to the rules of the mission. But
in the middle, and let's have a look at deployment. So on the Tyranid side, we've got Exocrines everywhere.
yeah, we've got the Gaunts down behind some cover. I've got a swarm of Gene Stealers and the Broodlord.
Rancid.
So I mean, in this sort of, you've got to go for the objectives, haven't you? So you've got to play the mission.
First turn's going to be key, I think, for getting that central one, because whoever actually gets on it will be hard to shift.
The only thing I've done is I put my Hive Flyer in reserve, if you like.
I see.
Or swooping above the battlefield.
Indeed. Laying large droppings on top of my purple armour, staining it. On my side, I've put my Crusader squad here. I have my Eradicators within the Repulsor Executioner, because this does have a capacity, rather than stand them out in the open and get shot if I don't get first turn. The 3 Dreads with the Tech Boy looking to hose some little people down. The Blade Guard Veterans are tucked in there along with the Emperor's Champion and the Chaplain. And I have 5 Intercessors and an Impulsor. Guess where they're going to go. And I've got these Intercessors here, effectively just screening off a bit at the back in case the big bird turns up.
Before the battle round, I have to use my Warlord trait.
Oh la la!
Strategic Adaptation from the new book, so I can pick up to 2 units and redeploy them in my deployment zone, or I can put them into reserve.
Okay, so you
the
get to
2
redeploy.
Units, yeah, 2 units I'm going to pick is my Gene Stealers and my Broodlord.
Oh Lord! Oh no! So first action of the day has been to redeploy this unit over here, or 2 units no less.
The Broodlord and the Gene Stealers, so I've moved them completely out of line of sight of those heavy onslaught Gatling cannons, hopefully.
Yeah, they're hidden behind the tubing. So do we now determine which objective is worth
Yes.
2 command points? Do you want to do that?
I can take
They are
it
numbered
out.
this time, so we've got number 3, number 2 and number 1 in the corner. Which one is worth 2 points this battle round?
It's a D3, isn't it? It's number
Yeah.
3.
So this one, ooh la la. First turn dice coming up. What's it going to be? It's a strong 2.
It's a 1!
Space Marines turn 1. Big important move for me. I'll show you here. We've pushed everything. All the Dreadnoughts have pushed across the board. The Space Marines in the centre, the Blade Guard, have pushed forward using Devout Push for 1 CP to get that extra 3-inch movement past the objective to try and screen off any Tyranids coming back at me. So over here, this Intercessor squad has actually fallen back to try and screen off my backfield for the Hive Tyrant that is inevitably coming in. The Impulsor has scooted around there and delivered its payload. Hopefully I can claim that objective later on, unless these guys all run onto it. In the middle, I'll just show you, as I said, I've used Devout Push to push onto the objective, extra 3 inches. I know, we're hard as nails and you're going to come at me, but that's the nature of the game. I did roll a big 6 advance for those guys, so that's pretty tasty. The Chaplain followed up behind. He cast the Litany of Hate. He tried to put Divine Protection on, but it didn't go off, which is a shame. The Dreadnoughts have got, one has got Strength, Wisdom of the Ancients put on him, and obviously he's still within a 6-inch bubble of the other Dreadnoughts with the Tech Marine following up, so he put some pain down. The Eradicators got out of the armoured casing of the Executioner. 24-inch range puts me in range of those boys over there.
I've got, yep.
And I rolled a 5 to advance the Crusader squad, who are launching a crusade on climbing at the moment. They're scrambling up this lot of crates over here, because if I don't, this horrible swarm is going to come and take me alive. So before I start shooting, I will just say I used the command point on Strength of Conviction on that Dreadnought, meaning he is objective secured. First up to shoot is going to be the Eradicators, lining up their high energy weapons against the Hive Guard. Hitting on 3s. I am just out of range of the buffing aura of the Dreadnought. So that's, what's that, 3?
It's not bad.
It's not great. Hitting on, wounding on 3s. Oh no! Only the 1. I'll take it goes straight through the armour.
Yeah, it will do.
D6 damage with the Melter Rifle. 1's gone through. We're looking at, it's 4, so it's killed 1 and outright.
Yep.
Not too shabby. Next up to fire is going to be the Repulsor Executioner, targeting the Hive Guard again. Everything is at that unit. I'm going to fire the Heavy Laser Destroyer, hitting on 2s. I'm going to command point reroll that one for another 6 results. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. It's 5 and a 4.
Yep, so that's 2 dead. Hive Guard.
Olé! Next up to fire is going to be the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, hitting on 3s, 12 shots. 10 I've gone through, wounding on 3s. Oh, not too many. That's actually alright. So with the heavy doctrine in place, you've got some 6-up saves to make for the Hive Guard.
Yeah, 6 ups.
You've got 1.
So I think that's 2 dead. The last 2.
Oh la la! Oh la la! I actually killed a unit in turn 1.
Good work.
Next up to fire is going to be the Redempted Dreadnought here, firing his heavy onslaught Gatling cannon at the Tyranid warriors. Now, he does have Wisdom of the Ancients, casting a bubble to his brethren, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. So I got 8 hits there, but I did roll a 1, so for the Wisdom, gets me another 1. Wounding on 3s to wound. That's not too shabby.
Okay.
7 saves required, Dave.
Yeah, 7 6-ups. This is all. So that's 1 dead and 1 down to 1 wound.
Oh. I rolled the grenade launchers for 5 shots and I managed to kill 1 more Tyranid warrior.
Yep.
Moving on to this Dreadnought. His grenade launcher is out of range, but his onslaught Gatling cannon certainly is not. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
You are rolling.
I'm rolling so well. I'm rolling so well.
This is the worst first turn I reckon I've probably ever had.
Oh mate, welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club. Wounding on 3s. Oh, I've done it again. 6, 7. 7 have gone through. Warriors, come out to die.
6-up saves, nothing. So that's another dead 1, 2 dead, and 1 down to 2 wounds.
Good, because I hate them. And the final Dreadnought is going to target the warriors as well, over there. Same again. Heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, re-rolling 1s.
Not bad.
3s to wound. Not as good this time. Only the 3 have gone through.
We've got 6-ups. So soon finished.
Hooray! So how many are left? I worked that lot down.
They've gone down from 9 to 4.
I do mean they're heavy wound models as well, aren't they?
3 each, yeah.
So to finish up my shooting, the chaplain fired his bike shots at the warriors, but didn't do any wounds. And that would be the end of my turn, I believe. I don't think there's anything. Oh, actually, the Dreadnought might be able to get a charge off. It's risky. How far is that, do you reckon? Let's measure it. We're going to do it. We're going to try and get a 10 on this Dreadnought because of the Black Templars chapter trait where you can re-roll charge rolls.
Ooh.
So we're looking for a strong 10.
Snake.
No, close. We're going to re-roll it with Black Templars. Oh no, it didn't go off this time, but I think we've had enough for this turn. That'll be the end of turn 1 for Space Marines. I think we're firmly in control of the middle. Flimsy on number 1 and not quite on number 3 yet, so the game is afoot. Tyranids, turn 1.
So in my command phase, I put the swarm leader warlord trait onto the remaining Tyranid warriors, which is reroll all hit rolls.
Nice.
His synaptic link I cast also on those, which is to do with melee combat. So it's probably not going to be used too much. But the synaptic link of the Tyranid warriors, before they moved off, all went on the Termagants.
On these guys down here.
Yeah, so they add 1 to their hit rolls now.
Oh la la. And they've all come pouring around the corner to face the dreads.
Yeah.
It's
I'm going to have a go. I'm going to have a go at taking out a Dreadnought with a load of Termagants. Why not?
I just hope I detonate if we do. But look at this. Look how thematic this is. Now, some shenanigans were played with Metabolic Overdrive, was it not?
Yeah, so I rolled a 6 for my advance on the Gene Stealers, and then for a CP played Metabolic Overdrive to move them again, which has got them just on the edge of that double point objective.
Yeah, now where I couldn't make it, the extra pace of the Gene Stealers plus the stratagem has put you in scoring range of the 2 victory point objective marker there.
Yep.
It did cost you though, didn't it?
Cost me 4 Gene Stealers.
4 Gene Stealers died from a Metabolic Overdrive.
Yeah.
And a CP.
Which is pretty cool, yeah, CP as well.
But that was obviously the refunded one, wasn't it? So
yeah, I just like the idea that they've all just turned up to 11 and 4 of them couldn't take it.
Sounds like me.
Burst. But I have had to leave the Broodlord a little bit out, but that's why I've trailed.
Well, he rolled a massive 6 for his advance, didn't he?
He did as well, yeah. So we'll see. He's still giving them some benefits if they end up in combat or something.
Brutality coming. Psychic phase. The Broodlord is going to try and brain fry my Dreadnought.
Yeah, he is, yeah. So first of all, I'm casting Smite.
Okay.
With the resonance barb, I add 1 to my test, so I get a super smite on a 10.
And you're targeting the dreadnought.
Yeah, the nearest unit, which is the dreadnought.
Rancid.
Okay, so I'm going to see if it goes off on a 5. It doesn't with a 4.
Did you get a reroll with that?
Don't get a reroll. Oh no, it does go off on a 5 because I had 1 to my roll with the resonance barb, as I just said.
Yeah, so we're learning.
It does
Every day's a
go
school
off.
day. But does it? Abhor the witch! Ignore the blue paint I've been painting this morning. I'm going to try it on a 4 plus. Ah, it doesn't go off. So we love the witch.
Yep. So D3 mortal wounds for 1
Oh, I'll take 1 mortal wound.
on the dread.
Yeah, nice one.
And then follow.
Yeah, go on.
Go straight into it. Next one is the psychic scream. So it also goes off on a 5. Goes off with a 7 and just
Tasty.
D3 mortal wounds for another 2. So that's 3 mortal wounds in total. Don't you get some sort of save against
I
mortal?
do get 5 plus mortal wound save being Black Templars. Yeah, looking for 5 ups. Oh,
Save
so
one of them.
yeah, so I've lost 2. 2 wounds gone from that dread there. First up to shoot is going to be Devil Gaunts.
Yeah, they are. Well, they devour a turn against Devil Gaunts.
Nice.
And I'm going to play a new strat.
Wow.
CP, which is
From the new book.
Yeah, Relentless Flurry, which sounds like an ice cream.
It does. It sounds like something from Frozen. My own personal flurry.
Yeah. So for 1 CP, because there's more than 10 of them in the unit, every 6 I roll to hit does an additional 2 hits.
Powerful.
So I've got 26 termagants in that unit. So with the Devourers, we're looking at, I don't know, 78 shots, I think.
Only 78.
Yeah, hitting on 3s because of the synaptic link. So we'll come back and let you know.
We'll get the measuring jug out and show you some awesome results. Here we go. How many shots is it?
26 times 3.
Quick math. It's this many in the bucket.
About 78, I think.
We wouldn't normally show you the dice rolls on this, but this is just a joke. So let's go for it.
Hitting on 3s. Whee!
You join us half an hour later after we've collected all the dice. These are all the hits. These are all the 6s, which I've never seen in my life, and that was all the misses.
That's 14 6s, so that's an additional 2 hits each. So it's an additional 28 hits.
Oh, good.
On top.
So you won't believe this, but there were exactly the right amount of dice. So technically, they've all hit.
Yeah.
78 hits. Have you ever rolled that many hits in your life?
No, not in one go.
Prepare to wound.
Okay, looking for 5s to wound. Is that more elegant?
Yeah, far more elegant. Nothing broke. So, 35 wounds got through on the Dreadnought. I have 35 saves to make. I've got 11 wounds remaining. Watch this.
Looking for 3s.
Do you know what? I think I've done alright. So I made a lot of saves, but 13 wounds got through, so the Dreadnought is no more. Do I explode on a 6? Negative. Goodbye. New model syndrome, isn't it? Next up to shoot is going to be far less dice involved, but it's going to be the Exocrine.
Yep.
With its hot pink length ready to hose down the Eradicators.
Yeah, I've got to try and get rid of one of your hard-hitting units. So it hasn't moved, so I'm adding 1 to my hit roll, so hitting on 3s. That's 2 misses. Wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounds on your save of 5 up in your invuln.
Templars, 5 ups. Oh, 3 1s!
If
What's
I
the
had
damage?
if I had played pathogenic slime, they would all be dead now.
But
As a
alas,
result,
but
they're not.
alas.
Alas.
How many wounds is
So
that?
it's
then?
2 damage each, so it kills 1 and puts 1 down to 1 wound.
There we go.
But now we have the second round. Second round of
Shoot
shooting.
again?
Yeah, shoots again. It hasn't moved. So again at the Eradicators, hitting on 3s. That's 2 misses. Wounding on 3s. There's 2 wounds in there, Billy. For your
2 5
up.
pluses. 1 save to what kills that dude.
Kills that dude.
So 1 Eradicator remains alive, which is the first time ever. Next up is going to be the Exocrine over here.
Yep.
And he's targeting
The last Eradicator.
the last
first of
one.
all.
Are you going to split your fire at all, or just go for
Well-
it and kill him?
No, I get 6 shots with the gun, so I shoot again
No, okay.
because he hasn't moved. So He's my first target anyway. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 3 saves of 5 up.
Oh lordy, here we go.
Oh!
He takes 1. Takes 1. Is it multiple damage?
2 damage.
So he's down to 1 wound remaining. See if he can be a tough boy.
I think I want to try and finish him off.
Yeah, I thought he might.
So that's a real shame because I was hoping that would do him. But I bet I'm going to wipe him out now completely. There's 3 wounds there, Billy. 5
yeah,
up.
watch this. Nah, he's gone. The Eradicators join the dead pile. There's another little cheeky exocrine poking his length around the corner.
Yep, so I'm going to go for that Dreadnought there.
Yeah, targeting the Dread in the middle, the one that does have the OBSEC ability.
That's right, so first round of fire, hitting on 3s. And then he's wounding on 4s. That's not bad, 3 wounds.
3
on
gone
your
through.
5 up. Black Templars.
Nothing, it's all gone through.
That's 6 damage.
Oh god. Oh lord! It's down to 7 wounds. Second round of shooting coming up.
Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s again. So that's another 3.
You're rolling hot as well.
Black Templar saves. Yeah, I've been fairly surprised.
Oh, I've saved 2 of them.
Cool, so he's down to 5.
Gonna need my tech marine to get involved. Next up to fire is going to be the Tyranid Warriors.
Yeah, what's left of them? So they're re-rolling hit rolls from the Prime with his Swarm Leader trait. So I'm going to fire with the Venom Cannon first.
And you're targeting the Dreadnought.
Everything into the Dreadnought, yeah. So it's D3 shots. 4, 5.
3.
So 3 shots, sorry, yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So they're adding 1 to the hit rolls because of the Prime nearby anyway. And so hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything. Don't need it.
Oh, you dirty man.
I think this is actually the first time in history I've ever hit with all the maximum attacks on a Venom Cannon. Anyway, here we go. So it's now strength 8, so wounding on 3s. Hey!
Oh, 1's gone through.
AP -2, so it's your 5 up in fun.
It's a 2.
It's a 2, and it does D3 damage for 2. So it's down
Oh
to 3 wounds.
no. Oh no.
Alright, now the Death Spitters.
Death Spitters shooting at the Dread.
Hitting on 3s because of the Prime. Re-rolling everything because of the Swarm Leader.
Dirt.
So that's 2 misses.
Gained you a couple more, didn't it?
It did. I'm wounding on 5s with the Death Spitters now. There's 3 in there.
Oh,
On
Lord.
to AP -1, so 4 up saves.
4 ups coming up.
Hey.
Makes them all. Nails. So the Prime fired but did nothing to the Dreadnought, so he survived that barrage. Something is about to happen that I personally don't agree with.
I do.
Talk to me about what's about to happen.
Well, it's the end of my shooting phase, so I've run out of guns. But now I'm going to play Single-Minded Annihilation. And all those Devil Gaunts are going to fire again.
So get ready for the bucket, because it's going to target the other Dreadnought, because they fancy it now. So we spared you the dice rolling, but this Dreadnought has been whittled down to a mere 2 wounds remaining. 27 wounds got through. 27 wounds. So I managed to save an awful lot of them.
Yep.
So for another 2 CP spend, an absolutely disgusting amount of shots being fired.
Yeah.
It just shows weight of dice beats power, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, and that was on a 5 up to wound.
Yeah,
You know,
rancid.
that would completely decimate any probably troops choice.
Yeah, and you were saying if you put the Prime with them, you'd get
Yeah.
the full ability of rerolls.
Rerolls to hit, so
You make me
anything that's
sick.
not a 6, just re-roll it all.
Disgusting. But that's, yeah, devastating damage in the middle of the board there. Moving into the charge phase, this horrendous, the bane of my existence. Had I known what they could do at the start, man.
Well, they were hidden. And you
They
couldn't
were
target
hidden,
them anyway.
but my lord, they're powerful now. They're going to charge the Dreadnought because why not? I reckon it's got 2 lives left, 7-inch charge remaining,
Yep.
needed. I'm going to do Overwatch because I've got to whittle some of them down, and I've got the underslung flamer. So let's see what happens. Now the Overwatch has got in. I took down a massive 9 of them, which I was very happy with. But you're looking for a 7-inch charge now, aren't you?
Yep, looking for a 7. 5.
Oh, it's sure. Is it worth the CP?
I think it might be. Just because it might hold up that gun.
Yeah, and you're straight in with a mighty 10. In they go. So this combat is going to be going in first. Now the Tech Marine did heroically intervene. Here we go. Gaunt's attacking the Dread. You are attacking the Dread, I presume.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s.
Now, because they're piddly and weak, it's 6s to wound.
6s to win, but I've only got to take off 2. Come on.
Oh, we've got 6.
Only 1.
Only the 1. Oh, I live to fight another day.
1 save, 3 up.
Saves it. Double hard. Now he's going to attack back. 5 attacks. I'm not going to play Power of the Machine Spirit because I do get my rerolls to hit with the Wisdom of the Ancients. So I've got 1, 2, because I'm in Mega Raspberry mode, re-rolling those. So I've got 3. 2s to wound.
2s to kill.
Only killed 1. Dave, bow your head in shame. You forgot that you were hitting on 3s rather than 4s, didn't you, in the combat?
It's the synaptic link granted to them by the Tyranid warriors.
So we went back and saw there was 4 extra hits, so let's see if we can resolve those.
So 6s. Gets another wound.
Oh.
Can I take it down to 1?
Yes.
No, I can't because it's AP 0.
Oh, is it? Oh, no then. So this is going to be the Tech Marine attacking now with his 5 attacks.
Yeah.
Now the Tech Marine's going to use his Mechadendrites because he gets the extra attacks. So he's hitting on 3s. 1 miss there, not too bad. And wounding on 3s. All but 1, so that is 5 have gone through. And there's no AP.
So 6 up saves. I failed them all.
So another 5 are dead.
Yep.
That's the end of Tyranid turn 1. Brutality on both sides, I would agree. Look at this. Thematic. So you're in control of this objective, which gives you 2 victory points.
Yep.
I'm in control of the central one, which gives me 1 victory point.
Yep.
So after suffering a brutal lot of dead stuff over there, you're actually winning 2-1. Going into Space Marines turn 2. Got some work to do. I did forget to do a lot of stuff with my Tech Marine, but he regenerated 1 wound on the Dreadnought that was closest to him, putting him up to 3. I've cast the Litany of Hate, but the Litany of Divine Protection didn't go off, which is a shame. But I've also played Strength of Conviction on the Blade Guard in the middle of the board, as you can see here, making the Blade Guard objective secure. And lo and behold, the objective that we've drawn as the incisive one, worth 2 victory points, is objective number 2 in the middle of the board. In the backfield, I've moved my intercessors just to screen off a bit more at the back. Now, controversial move, the Emperor's Champion has fallen back a little bit because of the impending threat of the Hive Tyrant, testament to its the threat it bears and the objective over there, because that, for all I know, that in the next turn that could be the incisive objective. So I've moved these guys up, but they are out of any sort of ballistic range or line of sight from them, so I am on objective number 1.
Yep.
My Impulsor has moved over there because I might be able to move block for a turn with those guys over there. You never know. Over in the middle, I haven't actually moved the Blade Guard too far. I was so tempted to just go around the corner and start smashing that thing up. But we're playing the mission, so the Dreadnought has moved across. It's played 1 command point for Wisdom of the Ancients. It is Raspberried, so if I'm to be effective with any shooting, I'm going to have to play Power of the Machine Spirit. And the Chaplain there, screened by the guys, is there to just heroically intervene if necessary and start swatting things out the air. Here, the Dreadnoughts remained in combat because why not? The Tech Marine also, and the tanks pulled forward a little bit to bring his more of his guns to bear, rather than just the big ones. That's it. No psychics because we abhor the witch. So straight into some shooting. Fired a couple of shots with these guys who could see some of the warriors to no effect. The Impulsor took some shots, didn't do much of it.
It took a wound.
Off the warrior, and then the Chaplain and the bolt pistols from these guys, along with the Wisdom of the Ancients being played there, meant that we took another warrior out, which was quite handy. Pistol shooting. The Tech Marine fired his pistol. His grav pistol killed another little gribbly. So this Dreadnought managed to do some shooting into combat and took a few more of the gribblies out. Yeah, so done all right. I'm happy with that. Now I was looking at targets. That's very tempting to want to shoot, but I think the main threat is going to be the warriors there, because they could charge up the hill and try and take on my objective up there. So I'm going to put everything with this Dreadnought into those warriors. Now, Power of the Machine Spirit means I can be firing at its top bracket, even though it's well onto its way of entering the grave. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. What's that?
No ones.
No 1s, but a couple of pesky 2s. So that's not bad shooting. Now toughness.
4, so 3s.
3s to wound. So a couple more go awry. So we've got 5 there.
AP -1, isn't it now?
Yes, we're in the tactical doctrine, so
looking for 5 ups. That's 1 dead and 1 down to 2 wounds.
that's not too bad. So now the grenade launcher's going in for 2d6 shots. 5, hitting on 3s, re-rolling that 1. No. Wounding on 4s.
Yep.
Only the 1.
4 up save, it's fine.
Ah, curses. Next up to fire is going to be the repulsor executioner targeting the warriors for the same reasons as above. So I'm going to fire the Gatling cannon first. So it's hitting on 3s, it's 12 shots.
Yep.
Here we go. 3s to wound. That's 4 for 7 have gone through.
4 5 ups.
You made a couple there. Oh, 3.
Dead. Yeah. So.
Is that 1 wounded on the 2?
Yeah, so he's dead and he's lost a wound, I think.
Okay. Heavy bolt was next. 6 shots hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Strength 5. Toughness 4. So wounding on 3s. Ooh la la. 3 have gone through.
Go for 5s. No, he's gone.
Good. So it leaves 1 dude alive who is actually the prime, who's a separate unit, so I couldn't have targeted him anyway, the warlord, yeah. I charged the impulsor in making a 7-inch charge, tagging the character and hopefully blocking any sort of egress onto objective number 1. First up to attack is going to be the mighty Crusaders, who are pushing the realm of Morloc, the enemies of Morloc back and back. This many attacks. These represent the sword brother at the front with the power sword. These represent everyone else. Templars going in against the Gene Stealers. 3s to hit. It's a mighty roll. So the boys have done well. A mighty load of hits. So the green dice, the power sword, will be 3s to wound, and the normal attacks will be 4s to wound. So 13 wounds go through on the Gene Stealers. Oh, there's invulnerable saves to be made.
5 up in run.
Hive Fleet Vienetta, here we go.
Oh, I've only made 3. That's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dead Steelers.
Quick maths there.
Thank you.
The rest of the natural attacks will be these guys against the...
Yep. He's still got the +1 to hit on it, so it's hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. 1 wound. Your normal save. Hey.
I saved it, huzzah! I did attack with the impulsor. I hit with 1, didn't wound. So, next attack.
It's your turn, so I think it's the Dreadnought next.
Here we go. Big Dreadnought. Now he's only got the 4 attacks because he wasn't charged. And he's in Mega Raspberry mode, so he'll be hitting on 5s, I think. But with Wisdom of the Ancients, I can... Oh, there's no 1s either. But he's got a couple of hits. 2s to wound, presumably, so it's 2 dead.
Yep.
So with the Gene Stealers about to attack back, we're considering using the new stratagem Relentless Flurry.
That's right, yep, 2 CP.
Now you have been regenerating CPs throughout the game, we've been forgetting to mention it, but with your Warlord trait you've been getting some back, so you've got an abundance.
I did get an extra one, so I'm on 5 now.
Yeah, so you're doing handy, well handy with that. So that means 6s do what?
6s scored, I think it's 1 additional hit now, because I'm less than 11 models.
So I thinned them down, but it's still quite effective.
So looking for 6s. The Broodlord's just on the edge of 6 inches, so I think I'm hitting on 2s.
Oh, there's some tasty 6s there. A lovely fistful of hits there.
Yep, 2 additional hits from the CP, so probably not great, but hey.
Do you know what? It's better than none.
So now winning.
Oh, there's another one there, sorry.
Oh. So winning on 4s, and any 6s are AP -6.
Oh la la. So the 6s are up on my 5+ Black Templars invulnerable save. So 3 die, it would be 3.
It's 3 damage. It's only 1 damage each.
Yeah. So oh, sorry. So he's dead, and a scout is wounded, and the rest -1. So would I have looked to tank each one on each scout? So the scout would be on a 5+.
Yep.
So that one's dead.
Poor scouts.
Yeah. That one takes a wound on the scout.
Yep.
That one.
Oh, it's a 5 up, so...
Yeah, so another scout's dead. And the last one.
Takes a wound.
Scout there takes a wound. Every day's a school day in the Black Templars. He learned the hard way. He got chopped down. But his brother's a double hard. At the end of Space Marines turn 2, strongly pushed into the middle, held. Not a lot of my stuff is too badly wounded. The Dreadnoughts are going to go up like mushroom clouds.
Hiroshima.
Very soon. The Gene Stealers look like they're going to get through these guys as well. Let's see what happens in Tyranids turn 2.
Start off in my command phase, I put my synaptic link of the Prime on himself. Which
Down
is
here.
His, his hit rolls of 6 in combat automatically wound.
Awesome.
He's also put on himself his reroll all hit roll warlord trait,
Brilliant.
swarm leader. So hopefully he might actually do something against that impulse. So there was no point in moving him out, because if I move him out, you'll just follow me.
Yeah, I'll just follow and tag, follow and tag.
So the only other things that have moved, the Gaunts have fallen back away from the Dreadnought, making that a viable target again.
Yeah.
And the Broodlord has moved round to the base of the building there. He's going to get a charge off as well, which should be good. When he's in combat against Marines, I think he's pretty lethal. So before he moved off, his synaptic link was cast on
The
this one
Exocrine?
here. Yeah, the Exocrine. So that's -1 to hit over 12 inches and puts him in cover, basically.
Sweet.
A bit of a better armor save.
And over here, the Hive Tyrant's shown up.
Yeah, so
Found a little pocket where you could put them.
yeah, just exactly 9 inches from the base.
That was nice of me to leave you a little gap like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you'll have a 9-inch charge to pull off as well.
Steady on. Nice. Psychic phase.
Yep, so we'll start with this Hive Tyrant. There's only really worth casting Smite because the other two I gave him, Onslaught and Paroxysm, aren't really going to come into effect. So
Okay, yeah.
I go off with a Smite first on these guys. Oh, it's a 10.
Is that the Mega Smite?
No.
I am going to spend a CP to try and deny it, because I do need my OPSEC unit alive. So on a 4+. No, it's a waste of time.
So you're down to 1 command point now.
Yeah.
D3 mortal wounds for 1.
Well, I'll take that. More psychic shenanigans coming up.
Yep, so Broodlord, he's going to cast his Smite all on this unit, which goes off on a 5, but I'm adding 1 for him. So that's a 7.
Nice.
D3 mortal wounds for 2.
5+ save for being a double hard Templar. Oh, it's saved once. It only kills the scout and doesn't wound anyone else.
Yeah. Did you want to roll 1 for that guy over there?
Yeah, I'll roll 1 for the Marine over in the corner. No, he's definitely dead.
So
or
the
wounded.
sentient psychic power of the Broodlord is Psychic Scream, which is exactly the same as Smite, really.
Oh, hello. It's a super
Psychic-
smite, isn't it?
No, it's not, because it's not a Smite, it's a Psychic Scream.
Ah.
So that would have been great if it had gone off on a Smite for D3 mortal wounds for 3. Yep.
Yeah,
So
so
lose a guy.
we shall take the Pyre Blaster, because I think
Put
combat...
him on a pyre.
Yeah, I think the combat's going to be more effective. So into the shooting phase and a 2 CP spend, Dave.
Yep, so Pathogenic Slime, it's the start of the shooting phase. I'm going to cast it on this guy here.
The Exocrine.
Yeah, so it puts the damage up to 3.
Ah,
So you've got 3 wounds on that dread,
Yeah, I
3
do.
wounds on that dread.
I
I've
do.
got 2 rounds of shooting.
oh,
so
here we go.
I only need 1 to get through on each round. That's the sort of odds that.
Well, I feel some 5+ Templar saves coming on. I can feel it in me waters.
Ooh.
That could be an infection.
Let's see. Well, let's see if I can make that infection any worse. Makes me wish I brought my Death Guard.
Yeah.
3's to hit.
Oh,
He hasn't
Dave.
And
Dave. Go on.
Strength 7, toughness is 7. isn't
Toughness
it?
7, yeah.
So 4's to wound. So that's 2. 2 on your 5 up.
Pass me those dice because they look lucky dice to me. One's a 6, and 1 is a 2.
So that's it. That's the 3 wounds.
Oh, do I CP it? I don't
Got
really
1
need the Dreadnought.
CP left.
No, don't do it
See
now.
if he goes up.
Does he go up?
Oh, that
Nearly.
was
So
good.
the Dreadnought is removed from play. Going to be shooting again.
Yep, second
Greedy.
round of fire against this dread. So again on 3 wounds. So I got lucky there. So Pathogenic Slime paid off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hitting on 3s. Well, let me roll that probably.
Oh, you're rolling.
Oh, 4.
4, do.
Winning on 4s. Come on. Oh, that's
Oh,
not
you
like
dirtbag.
4 saves of 5 up.
Here we go. No, it's gone as well.
Does he explode?
He explodes!
That's going to wipe out my terminals.
Oh no! Yeah. So D3 mortal wounds are going to be dished out to everything in a 6-inch radius, which will be those, the Tech Marine, and the Repulsor Executioner.
Yep. So termagants first.
Yeah, let's go.
2 mortal wounds. It's 2 dead termagants.
Yeah, we'll remove those in a second. Tech Marine.
Tech Marine. 3 mortal wounds.
Now I get 3 saves against mortal wounds.
Yeah.
None of which are made. Oh dear.
And then
the Executioner.
Executioner. 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Do you ignore that on a vehicle?
Let's find out. Yes, we do.
Hey.
Hey!
Can I just say something that I've just realised?
Yeah.
I never play Leviathan. I'm only playing it because of the rules. But every wound I've taken so far, I should have ignored on a 6 up.
Oh god. Oh god. The Tyranid Facebook group is going to maul you. Exocrine is going to be targeting the Repulsor Executioner. Because you smell blood, do you not?
Yep. I'm going for the Repulsor. I'm going to try and, I don't know, maybe
do something.
Put it in limp mode, yeah. So 3 to hit. That's not bad. I think it's 5 to wound. Toughness 8.
Yeah.
So that's 2 wounds on your 5 up.
2 5-up saves to the Repulsor. Oh, he makes 1, 1's gone through. What's the damage?
Damage 2.
Okay, so I'll just put that on there.
The next round of shooting, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Oh, nothing.
None. The mighty Executioner stays alive. The other Exocrine fancies it.
Yep. No, he's going to fire everything at the Blade Guard.
No.
So,
first time they've had to do anything.
Hitting on 3s, get behind your shields.
Yeah.
Boys.
Boys!
Wounding on 3s. Oh, it's not very good. 2 wounds.
What's the damage?
It's AP minus 3, so I think that you've got 4.
4 plus invulns. Makes them both.
It's
The
so
Blade
hard
Guard
to shoot
cannot
these guys.
be budged.
Second round of fire. Oh, that is appalling. 1 hit. And it wounds though.
But it doesn't wound.
Oh.
Pings off our shields. Some Hive Tyrant shooting coming in now.
Yep, heavy venom cannon against these guys, so D3 shots. For 1. Sorry, 1 shot, 3s to hit. Haven't even hit with it yet.
Oh, that's a touch. Ooh la la. In the charge phase, the Broodlord has snuck around in true stealthy fashion to claim the skull of this dude here. But in an act of absolute horror, the Hive Tyrant didn't make his charge, even with a CP reroll, Dave.
Yeah, whiffed it totally.
Crushing morale there.
It was.
Okay, so combat's to resolve. It's just going to be the dudes over here and the Impulsor, obviously, but who cares? So the Broodlord's going to be attacking first as the only charger to make it in.
Yep. So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. That was 1.
We've got 3s, but re-rolling any fails with the Broodlord's rules.
Yeah, which is happy.
Oh, that's gained you a couple more there. That's well handy.
So that's 4 at AP minus 3. So
On my Black Templars, 5+ save.
oh my god!
We tank 3 of them, so 1 guy loses a wound.
Loses D3.
Oh, okay. Go on. For 1. It is just the 1. Attacking back with the Crusaders, looking to finish off the Crusade. Again, the green dice represent the power sword attacks, all going into the Gene Stealers. Hitting on 3s.
3s to wound on the power sword, 4s for everything else.
There we go. 3 have gone through.
3 saves to 5 up. I made 1 of them.
So 2 Gene Stealers die. Guess what we just remembered? I killed 2 Gene Stealers.
Is it 2?
Yeah. They would have come back on 6s, but...
I got 3 dice.
Leviathan! The Tyranid Prime bravely takes 1 wound off the Impulsor there. We attacked back and did nothing as predicted. So, is that all of the attacks in?
Yep, it's just the Gene Stealers now.
Gene Stealer is going to look to blend the Crusaders off the objective. Yeah. So load of attacks coming in for the Gene Stealers now. Hitting on.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh, it's a cracking roll. It's a cracking roll.
I'll do it. Wounding on 4s. 6s are at higher AP.
Oh, there's a load of 6s. Rancid.
Yeah, 4 6s. So they're at AP minus 6 or something. AP minus 4, sorry.
Well, I'll get my Black Templar save. So 3 go through. Is it 3 damage?
1 damage each.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it kills 1 and wound. And it kills him and kills 2.
And then you've got 4 normals at minus 1, so 4 ups. So you lose another wound. I have a 3 CP stratagem to fight again.
It might mean you clearing off that objective and securing the point. Now, Dave just pointed out something very interesting. Now, the objective is 3 inches out from the centre of the objective, which would include the guys on the 2nd and 3rd levels. So, even without spending CP to clear my guys off, you would be objective secured in terms of numbers.
At the end of this turn, yep.
Yeah. Ooh la la! Ooh la la! At the end of turn 2, I'm holding the central objective worth 2 victory points, as well as the one in the corner over there, giving me
an extra 3.
Yeah.
So you're up to 4 points.
Oof! And you score 1, putting you on to 3.
That's right.
So it's 4 points to 3 to the Space Marines. Going into turn 3. In the command phase, I gained a command point back, putting me up to 2. The litanies went off, Litany of Hate and the Fires of Devotion for the Blade Guard, who have moved away from the central objective to slay something big and tasty. The Repulsor Executioner has moved on to the objective along with the Tech Marine behind it. He will regenerate D3 of its wounds for 3. So it's up to...
Well, you made it better than it was
Yeah,
before.
it's got extra... Yeah, thanks for turning up, Tech Marine. Over on this side, the Intercessors have pushed across this way because there's no point screening anymore because of the Hive Tyrant. They fired all their bolt guns to no effect. The Emperor's Champion, sensing this would happen, has moved across in this direction. It's a 10-inch charge as and when it turns up. Over here, they fired their bolt guns at rapid fire range. Again, nothing got through because of the relic that made them wound on 6s rather than 5s.
Yeah, that's right.
The relic being called
Biomorphic Carapace.
Sexy. So that didn't. That all batted off the Carapace. Did some combat with the Impulsor, believe it or not, to no effect. And over here, the Crusaders, knowing that their fate is sealed, managed to take out a Gene Stealer.
With their pistols.
With their pistols in the shooting phase. So all that's left to shoot is going to be the Repulsor Executioner. I'm going to target the Exocrine over there. So the first shots, everything's going to go into it. The first shots are going to be the heavy laser destroyer hitting on 2s. 2 massive hits. Wounded on 3s. 1. Do I CP that because I want something dead? Yeah, go on. Yay!
So what is it, D3 plus
D3
3
plus 3. Has he got any sort of save at all?
No.
No.
Tyranids. They don't save.
D3 plus...
So that's 4 and 5, so that's 9 wounds. So I think he's down to 3.
Awesome. The heavy bolters going in. We've got 5 hits.
5 to wound.
Oh, 2 have gone through. AP heavy bolters -1, I believe.
So 4 ups. Fail both, down to 1 wound.
Oh! So it's down to 1 wound.
Yep.
12 shots, heavy Gatling cannon. It's a lot of hits.
You've done well with those Gatling cannons.
Yeah, they've been gold. So 2.
So looking for 4 ups because I think it's AP -1.
Oh.
Failed them both. Now, of course, I have forgotten again Leviathan saves. So
let's do it all now.
let's do it all now. 12 Leviathan saves. Under pressure.
It's a learning day.
Happens. Well,
We haven't had lunch.
we haven't had lunch
Completely
at all.
forgot.
We haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock this morning.
That must be it. It's only 8 o'clock.
I've saved 2, so he's alive on 2 wounds.
Oh. The very last shot of the very last grenade has been fired and taken out the last remaining wound, despite Leviathan's save. So it's finally left the playing field. Into the charge phase. Very important roll coming up. I need a 10-inch charge to make it into the Hive Flyron. Now, Black Templars can re-roll their charge. So, here we go. Here comes a 10.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Oh, I got a Black Templars re-roll. Yeah, it's nothing near what I needed. That's a shame. Okay, and over here, the Blade Guard going into the Exocrine.
Yeah, I think they're in.
7, yeah. So they're going to get straight in. First of the attacks going in is going to be the champion of the feast, who's the Blade Guard Sergeant, Mr. L'Oreal himself, giving him an extra attack, extra weapon skill, so he'll be hitting on 2s. There was Fires of Devotion that went off, as well as the Litany of Hate. So we will have 7 attacks, no less. Here we go. He's hitting on 2s. So with the Litany of Hate, I get to re-roll the 1. Making it all hit. So plus 3 to the strength. I'm still only wounding on 5s.
Yep.
Of which there are 2. That's AP minus 3.
So 6 up save. Make one of them.
Oh, nice. And it's a straight 3 damage.
So Leviathan saves. Nope. So it takes 3 damage.
Oh. So the rest of the Blade Guard are following their Sergeant's example. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling any misses. Re-rolling those. Oh, sexy. Love it. So this many. 17 hits. To wound be 5s again.
5s again, yep.
6 power sword hits have gone through.
Yep, 6 is to save. Nothing. And then it's 2 damage each, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another 6. Looking up for Leviathan saves. I think 1, 2.
So how many wounds did it last?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's dead.
Hooray! Do they explode?
They do explode, but there's a new stratagem.
Oh no!
In the new book, let's try and use another one. Animated by the Hive Mind.
Oh.
When a monster model is destroyed, I can trigger its death ability, which is death throws. I do not need to roll, so for 1 CP, I'm going to make it explode.
Oh no.
So each unit receives 3 mortal wounds, so I'll do your chaplain first, for 3 mortal wounds.
And then his Black Templar's mortal wound save. Saves 1, takes 2.
He takes 2.
He'll take that.
And the Blade Guard take 3 as well.
And that's 1 saved and 2 go through. They're 3 wounds apiece, so they're double nails. All his blonde or white hair has been burnt off his head. First of the natural attacks is going to be the Broodlord, looking to finish off this squad of Crusaders.
Yep, 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Oh man.
Oh, dude.
3 misses. He's not having a good day.
No, the Broodlord's been hit and miss.
Wounding on 3s.
That's more like it.
Yeah, so that's 3 of your 5 up saves.
Oh, 2 go through. So that kills 1 dude.
Yeah, and it does D3 damage to the other for 3.
Killing him. So it's just the Sword Brother dying for the Emperor. Sword Brother attacked back, but rolled Snake Eyes to wound, so no good for him. So now the Geniuses could finish him off. Will he die like a soldier of the Emperor? Here we go.
Hitting on 2s because of the Broodlord nearby. Wounding on 4s. Oh, that's not very good. But those 3 6s are at your invuln save.
Dead. He died well. That combat resolved itself in a very boring fashion. Nothing got done. On to Tyranid, turn 3.
So it's emergency measures now. The one that's worth 2 VP.
Yes.
Up there.
So what have we done so far? So, the Hive Tyrant.
The Hive Tyrant's moved right the way over, so it's basically an auto charge. I need him to kill those guys. That's his one job.
Yeah.
And then
It denies me too, yeah.
denies you too. The Prime, I've moved him around the corner. I don't know. He's worthless in being in combat, so you're gonna follow me, but
Yeah.
you never know. Now what I've done is I've moved over the Exocrine
Yeah.
over here, and I'm going to play a CP on the stratagem that allows me to act as if it remains stationary,
Nice.
basically. So that's one CP, Symbiotic Devastation, but you play that in the shooting phase.
Okay.
I have advanced my gaunt round the back of the building.
Oh, they've been MVP today, surely.
Yeah, I think so. So that last remaining one is going to hold that objective for me out of sight. And I've advanced. I got a 6 on the advance for the Broodlord and a 5 for the Gene Stealers. So they, I don't know. I'm going to try and do something in the middle.
Awesome.
I think moving that round. I got some Smite and Psychic Scream. You never know.
Let's see what happens, eh?
It's unlikely.
Let's get some dice roll. Psychic phase, here we go. Hive Fleet Vienetta's Flyrant.
Yep. So I'm going to start with Paroxysm,
Okay.
which goes on your Emperor's Champion.
Oh
guy.
no.
It means he loses his Fight First ability.
Right, okay.
So until my next turn, but that goes off on a 5. So it goes off with a 10.
Yeah.
Next up is Smite on these guys here. So going off on a 5. Oh
no.
I would have loved a Super Smite there. So you've got.
I've got a
one-
CP, but
one
I've got it.
CP.
I'm going to keep it in the bag for now.
Okay, so D3 mortal wounds for 2.
And I get my 5+ save. No, so a dude dies.
One dude was on.
Oh yeah, one
wound.
dude and one wounded.
Okay. Take
Yeah,
them on.
we'll do that in a minute.
So next up is the
Broodlord.
Broodlord. So he gets to cast 2 powers because of his Resonance Barb relic. So I think the nearest one is
Yeah, be a tank.
Is the tank. So I'll go with Smite first. That's an 8. Goes off with an 8. He adds 1 as well, so that would have been a 9. 4. Oh, sorry, 2 mortal wounds.
Do I save them? Save one. One goes through.
And the other one is Psychic Scream, which goes off on a 5.
Yeah, it's gone off with a 9.
And a 9, so that's another D3 mortal wounds for another 2.
And so another 2. So he lost 3 wounds from mortal wounds there.
Yep.
Straight into the shooting, Dave. What's going first?
There's only 2 guns now left to shoot, so I'll start with the Exocrine.
What a gun. What a thick purple length of a gun.
It is. I imagine it pulsates as well.
Yeah. As it's going to pump
You
out
can just
hot,
picture it, can't you?
hot green ectoplasm.
Onto your Executioner. So at the start of the phase, I'm going to play the Symbiotic Devastation for 1 CP, taking me down to 2.
Oh no.
So he gets his double shots and
Oh no.
+1 to hit. So everything at the Executioner. Oh, here you go. I'll roll it over here. Hitting on 3s.
All hits.
Oh, there you go. Oh, your tech move's closer now.
That old chestnut.
Wounding on 5s. So that's just the 1. 5 up in gun save.
Templars! Boom!
And the second round of fire, go straight into it, hitting on 3s.
Oh, it's another awesome roll.
And wounding on 5s. That's more like
Oh,
it.
hello, hello.
Sorry, yeah, 4.
Oh, so 3 go through.
So that's 6 damage.
Oh, taking a total of 9 damage now. The last gun to fire will be the Flyrant.
Yep, the heavy venom cannon. So hopefully it can actually do something this time. D3 number of shots for 2.
I'll do.
Hitting on 3s, come on. Yes. His strength 9, so wounding on 2s.
Oh, it's a snake eyes, Dave. What is going on? It should mop him up in combat though, surely. We'll see. In the charge phase, the Hive Tyrant made it into combat with the intercessors up on the objective there.
Just.
And with a massive charge here, the Broodlord has charged into the Tech Marine, no less. Fancies himself taking off those last 2 remaining wounds.
Oh, yes.
First up to attack is going to be the Broodlord.
Yep. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. It's always 1. Okay. Wounding on 3s, but re-rolling for his claws. Lucky.
Yes.
Ah. So those 6s are a special AP.
Of course they blew in our...
And they're flat 3 damage as well, those 2 6s.
No, so 2 6s. So I'm using my 5+.
Yeah, so the 2 6s are at AP -6. So they're on your 5+ save, but if you fail one...
Nah, he's gone.
He's gone. That's flat 3 damage.
Yeah. The Tech Marine has been munched.
It looks amazing, by the way.
Well, he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And I'll consolidate into the Executioner.
Yes. The attack coming in from the Hive Tyrant now. With a pitiful 4 attacks, Dave. What's going on with that model?
I don't know. Yep, Tyranids. So I'm playing the 1 CP strat Voracious Appetite.
Yeah.
So that will mean I can re-roll all my wound rolls.
Well, that's handy.
Monster model, yep. We've only got 4, so they've all got to come off basically. So as soon as I roll one of these 1s to hit, it's over. 1s would be bad. All hit, 2s to hit.
What's going on?
3s to wound, re-rolling.
Oh, you dirtbag.
All gets through, so that is, they're all at AP -3, so they're all on your 5 up.
Oh. So I made 1, 2 have failed, and I'll re-roll that one.
And it's flat 3 damage each.
Oh, so 2 guys?
That's not enough.
2 guys die?
2, yeah, so it finishes 1. That Venom Cannon let me down, otherwise I would have been... Well, I wouldn't have, because you're on sec, aren't you?
Yeah, needed to clear them off. That's the end of turn 3, Dave.
Yep.
I'm kicking myself for leaving just a few things on this objective because it is now contested as they're both not scoring.
Yep.
Or both scoring, I should say, not obsec. And yeah, I could have just kept them guys on there, although I did have an Exocrine to kill, but I didn't appreciate how fast the Broodlord could move across the terrain. They're busy crusading, yeah, so I lose out on a vital point there. I do, however, cling on to 1 point there.
Yeah.
And, well, 2 points there.
2 points there, and I get 1.
And you get 1 point there, so that puts me on
5. 6.
6 points to 4.
To 4.
Going into
turn 4.
I haven't got much left on the board, so over here the intercessors are pushed across and trying to get near the Hive Tyrant. These guys are falling out of combat with the Hive Tyrant, out of line of sight of its gun. Not that it's going to make much difference, but they're still in the obsec range of the objective. The Emperor's Champion is pushed up there. I wonder if we can get a charge off this turn. Fingers crossed. Over here, the overconfident Blade Guard came back from leaving their objective unmanned to find it being lost. And the chaplain feels sick to his back teeth, so he's come to get involved as well. The Repulsor Executioner fell out of combat with the Broodlord, so it can't do anything, so it's effectively move blocking anything here running through the gap. But it is only on 7 wounds remaining. And that's it, so I've done my shooting already. Very little happened over here. Did I take a wound off?
You did.
The Emperor's Champion fired his pistol, no less, and took a wound off. Everyone else couldn't hit a barn door. Over here, we fired everything to no effect against the Overlord.
Broodlord, yeah.
The Broodlord, Overlord. Necrons. So straight into charge phase. Big charge coming up. We've worked it out that the Emperor's Champion needs a 7 to get into combat. Here we go. Oh no. He does get a reroll, natural ability. It's just done it. Just done it with a 7. Now the combat we've all waited to see is going to be the Emperor's Champion. With 6 attacks with Shock Assault. He's hitting on 2s and he's re-rolling everything. All hit but 1, which is re-rolled with his ability. Now I've chosen to do the thrust, the more powerful one of the damage because of the buffs currently on the Hive Tyrant. So wound will be 4s. Is that right?
Yeah, because of my relic.
Yeah. And I'm re-rolling
everything. Because it's a character, and he's the Emperor's Champion.
Oh, they've all gone through. They've all gone through. The champion. The black sword is -4 AP, which doesn't really matter if you're invuln save.
No.
But importantly, it's 3 damage.
Yep. So 4+ invulns. Ooh, I failed 3.
So it takes 9 damage.
9 damage.
Leviathan saves.
Very good, Billy. I'm
Yeah.
sure
I should be playing Leviathan.
You're more than welcome to give it a go.
No, I'm alright.
Looking for 6s. Nothing.
No.
So he's down to 2 wounds.
Oh, that's a shame we couldn't finish him off. The powerful chaplain now is charged in. He's got, where are we, 5 attacks because of shock assault, hitting on 2s. And with his litany of hate re-rolling, all hits. 3's to wound with a Crozius. All have wounded.
So that's 4, is it?
4.
Looking at my 5+ save, I think.
Yeah.
Made 2 of them.
Ooh. And the damage is 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so he's down to 2 wounds.
The champion of the feast with his lovely flowing locks is going in with the sword of judgment. Hit it on 2s. He has got the litany on him. For another 1. This will do. Wounding on 4s. So 3 have gone through.
5+ invulns. Failed 2 of them.
That's 6 damage.
Wow.
With the sword of judgment.
Did I do my Leviathan saves for the other wounds?
Who cares?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember. Looking for 6s, make 1 of them. He still loses 5.
Yeah.
He is gone. To
Smash!
to the party in the sky.
Smash, smash, smash. Get off my lawn. Okay, attacking back now with the Hive Tyrant against, I presume, the Emperor's Champion is the only one in combat with.
Yeah. This is going to be pretty short.
Oh, there's some rules, hang on.
Oh.
Subtract 1 to the hit roll.
Oh, nice. So I'm hitting on 5s, so I miss everything.
Hooray! That was skillful parry from the Emperor's Champion there. That is the end of Space Marine's turn.
It is, and I just want to say that is a power level 9, probably 10 with wings unit against a power level 5 Emperor's Champion.
It's a scandal. It's a scandal. The Hive Tyrant should be doing more, but not today. Tyranid's turn 4. Dave. Some cheeky little manoeuvring because there is still a game on here.
I'm doing my best. So I've moved up here on the objective. I'm hoping I can smite these guys with a super smite. Maybe. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be
Get rid
nice.
of them, and then I would get that objective because the Emperor's Champion is just too far away.
Indeed.
I've also got the Exocrine, which can just draw a bead on those 2 guys now.
Yeah, so a lot pending if they die or not.
That could win me an extra point. I've got the 2 points on that one.
Yeah, that's guaranteed yours because of that little Gribbly there, who I can't quite get to.
And I've got these Gene Stealers now, so I don't know, who knows? If I could get a big enough charge, maybe I could wrap round to the objective and also take that one on an obsec.
Yeah, that might be cheeky.
Yeah, but I'd have to survive.
You've got to survive the wrath of the Blade Guard. Let's see what happens. Psychic phase, you go straight with your smites.
Yep. So looking for a 5. It's a 4.
You've got 1 CP.
Yeah, well I gained another 1 for my turn.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
I will do that CP for a 10.
I'm
Almost a super smite.
I'm gonna spend the Abhor the Witch CP. So mark me down for 1. On a 4+, that's denied. It's a 4.
Oh.
The smite does not go off. Shooting, you're going to target the intercessors.
My final CP on Symbiotic Devastation, so he acts like he remains stationary, so he gets his double shots.
Okay, what is the strength? What would you be wounding on with that gun?
A 3.
I'm probably going to spend my last CP on Transhuman Physiology.
Ooh, okay, so we're both down to 0 now.
Yeah, 0 CP. I think it's worth it to try and keep them alive on being OBSEC.
How often have we got to 0 CP together at the same time?
I know. I feel bonded to you now.
Yeah.
You make me sick.
It should be a special thing,
You
shouldn't
make
it?
me sick. Let's go.
Right. Hitting on 3s. Oh, it's terrible.
And obviously Black Templars do not benefit from any cover.
Wounding on 4s. Wounding on 3. Nothing.
Oh!
So straight into the second round of shooting, hitting on 3s. That's more like it.
Oh my lord, here we go.
So wounding on 4s with transhuman. There we go.
Oh, so, did it mitigate anything? No, not really.
No, 4 saves.
Is it on my 5 plus?
5 plus, yeah.
Come on.
That is
nothing.
That would be 4 dead Marines.
So they are wiped. Oh.
Giving me that objective.
Curses. Curses. Powerful play there.
Next up is to charge in with the Gene Stealers. So
if you dare.
If I dare, yeah. I'm thinking of only declaring a charge on the Blade Guard.
Okay.
Because I need to try and survive, so you can intervene though, obviously.
Yeah, heroic intervention is just going to end your days.
Hey, Gene Stealers, they're mindless. Let's do it.
Yeah, alright.
It's a 6, so they'll be in.
So the Gene Stealers have made it into combat with the Blade Guard, and naturally the chaplain has got stuck in, heroically intervening. So you get chopping away. So
hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. This is all against the Blade Guard, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, how many is that? 5?
Yep.
They obviously got a 2+ natural save because of the Storm Shield, which would have put him on a 3, so he's back on 4 wounds, so it's only the one guy that died. So now it's be the chaplain attacking back. So 4 attacks plus shock assault, hitting on 2s.
Wound now,
So
which is 3s.
Oh no, only the 2.
So 2
wounds.
Failed. How much damage are they each?
2 damage apiece, yeah.
So
Leviathan saves.
No, so I think that kills 2.
Kills 2 Gene Stealers.
Gene Stealers.
Champion of the Feast is getting stuck in, hitting on 2s with the Sword of Judgment. Rerolling 1 for the Litany of Hate. Oh, and for another 1. How many times am I going to do that today? To wound. 2 wound. We just missed it because the camera cut out, but he did roll 2 6s to keep them alive with the against the Sword of Judgment. Yep. Disgusting. So it came down to the final blows of the rest of the Blade Guard, but they did manage to cut them down. Dave making some of his Leviathan saves, but just not enough to keep one dude in the game in the middle there.
I needed 1 more 6.
Which would have been a big swing. At the end of turn 4, I score 1 point for the central objective, but Dave scores 2 for this one, just for having 1 Gribbly on it.
Yep.
And because of the heroics of his Hive Tyrant over there, scores another 1. So it is 7-all at the end of turn 4. Ooh la la. Let's see what happens at the final turn 5. We're going to roll to see which objective is the incisive attack objective. Now, a lot is depending on this. It's 7-all.
Yep.
We have a home objective here pretty secure because there's not a lot can get to it. A central objective secure for me, and all to play for over here. So if it's this one, it's pretty much my game. We've worked out. If not, game on. Let's see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 3.
What's that in the middle?
The one in the center.
Oh, dude.
Tis the dice lot God's
Yeah,
way.
tis the way. Tis the fickle way. Now, just to explain what would have happened, if it was over here, that would have been 2 points. I would have had 1 point and probably got a point over there, so it would have ended a draw potentially.
Potentially, yeah. So now that's on 2. Well, we'll see.
I'd score 2. Yeah. Alright, do you want to try and play it out?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Boys are posing off on the central objective, looking cool as ice. I did try and get the chaplain in range to try and shoot, but the angles just weren't there because of the terrain feature. This has fired all of its shots into the exocrine, taking off a few wounds.
Yeah, he's
not
down
many,
to 4,
but he'll see the game out. Everything else is, that can fire has fired. They advance, so they can't fire. So now the Emperor's Champion has just charged into the Hive Tyrant, so we're going to see some brutal action coming up. Can I cut this dog down?
He's only got 2 wounds left.
So I've got 6 attacks on the charge. I'm going to do the big old thrusting strikes again, so it's going to be -1 to hit. Thrusting
blow.
Strike. Thrusting blow.
Thrusting blow.
Steady on. Hitting on 3s. But re-rolling.
Now he hits on 2s, that guy.
No, because it's a thrusting strike.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right.
So I got an extra 1.
That's right.
Strength 8, I believe.
Yeah, so it would be 3s to wound, but with his relic it's 4s.
Only 1's gone through. Is it enough? I don't have any CP to re-roll 1.
So it's my 4 up in Von save.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
Joy.
Either way, it was a noble effort. Attacking back now with the Hive Tyrant. 4 attacks.
Yeah, so he's completely knackered. Hit. Re-rolling the 2 1s with his talons. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. It's 2 wounds.
So 2 have got through. 4+ saves. He's made them both with the awesome armour of whatever. Armour of Faith. Faith in the Emperor. They've just made the tail attack.
Yeah, but every time the pincer tail attack, we record it and it misses.
Yeah,
and
so we did bother. So it was a 1, needless to say. So is that the end of my turn and on to your turn?
On to my turn.
Straight in, let's move, Very small round. All that's moved is this little dude here, the Prime.
Yeah, Prime.
Who shuffled across, get ready to get a little cheeky charge off.
That's the idea. But now I'm going to do Smite onto the Emperor's Champion.
Oh no. The Smite's gone off with a 6 against the Emperor's Champion.
Yep, so that's...
I haven't got any CP to pour the Witch.
2 mortal wounds. On the
Okay, so he
champion.
takes 2. How many
Unless
wounds has he got? The Emperor's Champion has
5.
5, but I got my Black Templar's mortal wound save. How many was it? 2, yeah?
Yep.
No, he takes them.
So he's down to 3.
Yeah. Any other shenanigans?
Shooting the Exocrine against these guys.
The Intercessors.
Yeah.
Exocrine, hitting on 4s.
Yeah, because he hasn't moved. Wounding on 3s. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, that's 4 wounds there on your 5 up Black Templars in one.
oh
Right,
no.
that's a dead Marine each one. So that's 5 dead.
Oh, you've killed the OBSEC
Just
unit.
killed the unit.
Oh, wow.
That's insane.
The Tyranid Prime, the Warrior Prime, looking for a charge against the Emperor's Champion.
It's actually only a 4, because he's only got to be within an inch.
Let's see it.
7.
It's a strong charge around the corner.
I'm
So,
gonna have to-
we have a special rule with the Emperor's Champion, which is martial superiority. I'll be fighting first.
yes. And I know I should have done Paroxysm on him.
What would that have done?
It would have stopped him from fighting first, basically.
Right, which is a psychic power.
It's a psychic power. He would have stopped fighting first. I would have protected my prime.
Oh, do you know what? The best laid plans and all the rest of it. Everyone's got a plan until they're punched in the face. That's a quote from Mike Tyson. I have 4 attacks, 5 attacks, coming in against the Hive Tyrant. If I kill the Hive Tyrant, then it stops that being scored by Tyranids. Hitting it on 2s. Oh, sorry, 3s, because it's a thrusting strike. Thrusting blow.
He gets to re-roll everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, so he re-rolls those 2. That's another 1. So 4 have gone through. To wound.
4s.
Re-rolling those because it's against the character. So I get 3 have gone through. Can the Emperor's Champion get it done for the Black Templars stroke Void Stalkers?
So I need 3 4-up inruns.
2 have gone through for 6 damage.
6.
You've got Leviathan saves.
I'm never gonna save
6
this.
6s coming up. Oh, it's noble effort.
He's gone, but he lashes out on a 6.
Uh-oh.
No.
No. The Emperor's Champion has smoked his enemy. A pivotal moment there.
It was, but I could have won that.
I
Even
thought-
if it was back an inch, he wouldn't have been able to attack me in that final round of combat. It would have been over.
Are you kicking yourself?
Yes.
As much as for getting Leviathan saves for 3 turns.
This is worse.
Yeah.
Far worse.
Okay, let's finish up with the Warrior Prime getting stuck in. See if you can avenge the death of the Flyrant.
Hitting on 3s with your parry, isn't it?
Yeah.
He gets to re-roll his own because he's of his swarm leader trait. 3s to wound. That's 4 AP -2.
So 5 plus, oh, the 4 plus invuln save. He loses 1. One's gone through.
So I think that's only 1 damage.
So he stands tall, stands proud.
He does.
At the end of the 5th turn, Dave,
Yeah.
the scores are: I score the middle objective for 2 victory points. The objective in the corner is a draw because of the slaying of the Hive Tyrant.
Yeah.
It should never have come to that, but you hosed me down with my OBSEC unit.
Yeah.
And you score 1 point with the Gribbly, who is arguably MVP of the game, which puts it 9 points to me and 8 points to Dave.
Yeah, it could have been so close. If that roll for that objective had been one of the other two, it would have been if it had been that one, it would have been a draw. If it had been that one, I would have won. If I'd just fallen back with that Hive Tyrant 1 inch, that would have been it.
So poor.
Would have been a draw.
So a narrow victory for the Purple Templars, the Void Stalkers.
But it was a great game.
Bully, fantastic game. 5 turns yet again, third game back. It's come down to the wire. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stick around. There'll be more from Triple Helix War Games and Warzone Morloc. But for now, to Charles in the colonies and everyone else watching.
Take care. Cheers, everyone.
Bye. This video is brought to you by Triple Helix War Games. For big discounts on Games Workshop products and more, check out triplehelixwargames.co.uk.